Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's go. Kevin here, top 1 financial advisor and best-selling author. We are here to talk about the stock market. I know exactly where you are right now. You are hearing about a bear market. You are hearing about a recession. You are wondering whether or not it makes sense to take everything out of your 401k, take everything out of your Robin account, your public account, TD Ameritrade, wherever it is, Charles Schwab, and you're saying, look, take it all out, put it in cash, keep my money safe. Because what I'm tired of doing is watching my money drop every single day. I want to keep my money safe. I've worked hard for years to get this far. What I don't want to do is lose it. That makes sense. Okay, it feels like that makes sense, but it's actually one of the worst things you can do right now for like 98% of people today. So to walk you through why you don't want to sell everything and the ramifications from doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by saying this. I've been doing this for 12 years. Okay, teaching people about the stock market, being a financial advisor, writing for Business Insider and things of that nature. I've managed over $140 million. I've seen millionaire clients. I've seen people who have started from the very beginning. I've seen people at the tail end of their investing journey. Okay, I went to Northwestern to learn financial planning and got a certificate for doing so. Got 2 degrees, one in economics, one in business. I did all that. Okay, and I'm telling you, in the last 12 years, I have not ever, one time in my life, ever heard anyone say that the best move I made was to panic and sell out of all of my investments when the market was down. I have not heard that. I don't really think it's out there, because what we have learned is over time the market does go up. Doesn't mean every day. It surely does not mean every single year. What I have heard is I wish I invested more when the market was down. I have heard I wish I just invested more, period. But selling right now in any situation, in most cases, not all, is one of the most expensive things you can do. And I want to walk you through that. So JP Morgan actually proved this, and they had a study that basically said from 2002 to December of the end of 2021, December 31st, 2021. What happened if you invested $10,000 and left it alone? And then what would happen if you just missed 10 of the best days in 20 years? That's out of 7,300 days, right? A little more than that if you want to count the leap years. But out of more than 7,000 days, what if you just missed the 10 best days? Just 10. How much would that cost you, right? And I'll actually put this up here as well. So had someone invested $10,000 January 1st and left it alone, did not touch it, didn't add any money, didn't do anything, you have $65,685. Okay, decent. Passive income, right? I went from $10,000 to more than $61,000. Great. Well, what happens if I panicked and just missed? Because I can't predict the future, right? I can't pick the 10 best days every single time. But let's say that I just missed 10 days. Out of the 7,000, more than 7,000, I just missed 10 of them. I would only have $28,260. That's it. That's that gap. That cost you about $30,000 by just missing 10 of the best days. Just 10 out of 7,000, out of more than 7,000. You only missed 10, and that cost you more than $33,000. So that tells you that, number one, you're not going to be able to guess when the best days are going to be and when the worst days are going to be. And I've done this video before. I've been talking about this since 2020 as well, is that usually the worst days in the market are followed up by some of the best days in the market. And usually that's within about 10 days or so. So when we talk about business days, we're talking usually within a week or two, the best day of that year, and sometimes the best year of that decade, is right around the corner. You are not going to be able to get into and out of your 401k and then choose the right investment to hit all 10 of those days and then some. So your best bet right now, and usually always, is to consistently invest. We call this dollar cost averaging. So if you get paid on the 1st and 15th, you get paid every 2 weeks, paid weekly, whatever that schedule may be for you, is to consistently add money to your investing account. That is usually the absolute best strategy, because you are not going to be able to dip and dodge and get in and be perfect every single time. But the other thing is this. This is, and we had mentioned this in the data, we're talking over more than 20 years. What you don't want to do is let the first 5 months of 2022 determine the next 20 years. Okay, like remember, 2020 was just 2 years ago, and the stock market back then was down more than 30%. By the end of the year, the stock market was up double digits. Now, I can't tell you that that's going to happen this time around. What I can tell you is every time we have lost in the market like this, the market does recover, usually shortly after. Usually it takes about 18 months to recover from something like this. Now, again, that's an average, but it has happened before. You saw that we did recover from 2008. You saw that we did recover from 2020. And at some point, we are going to recover from what is going on in 2022. But also add to the fact that, again, in 2020, we're down close to 32 or 35%, depending on when you were looking at it. We're not even at 20% yet. So this is not even as bad as what it was just 2 years ago. This too will pass, okay? But what you don't want to do is make a permanent decision and let 5 months throw you off for the next 5, 10, 15 years. Because when you cash out of your 401k, there's two ways that people normally do this. Number one, they take everything out and put it in savings. That's going to cost you, unless you are 59 and a half, that's going to cost you a penalty up front. Okay, so you're gonna pay the government a 10% penalty, so you're already losing 10%. So if you're losing 20% now, like everybody else, and you add another 10%, you're automatically losing 30% of that money. I don't want to do that. I don't want that for you. Okay, so that's number one, and then you're gonna pay income taxes on top of that money, which, you know, if we're talking math and money, it doesn't really make the most sense. Okay, but let's say that you don't withdraw. Let's say that you put everything into a cash account within your 401k. That's a better choice, but again, you're going to miss out on whatever gains we're going to see, and you're not going to know when to move your money from your safe cash account within the 401k and then go and invest it. You're going to miss out on the next 10 best days of the next 20 years or whatever that's going to be. You're not going to be able to move it. But also, and what most people don't know, is inside of your 401k, you have what are called mutual funds. And mutual funds don't trade same day, same moment. So when you press the buy some investments inside your 401k, it actually takes a full business day. So let's say that Friday, which is what, May 20th, that's the best day of the market in 2022. Not predicting that, just giving that as an example. You actually would miss that day and your money would not be invested until the following Monday. So again, you trying to get in and get out is not going to help you the way that you think it will. The people who invested in 2008, go ask them. Okay, go ask people who took all their money out in 2008, took all their money out in 2020. Those aren't the most successful, richest people right now, right? Those who stayed and continue to invest are the ones who are wealthy today and will continue to build wealth over the next 10, 15, and 20 years. Everybody says that you should be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. People are fearful right now. People are worried about recession, worried about a bear market. And it's okay, right? It's okay to feel that. It makes sense. Things are more expensive than they should be. I understand that. I pay gas too, and it is ridiculously expensive. That's not fun. However, investing today in 2022 is what's going to create generational wealth. This is that buying moment when it is not fun, it's not fair, and it is hard to do, but this is the time. This is the time. And the market may not recover tomorrow. Okay? It may not recover before the end of this year or even next year. But again, this is a generational wealth game. And generational wealth is going to take 5, 10, 15 years or more. What you don't want to do is let the first 5 months of this year throw you off in the next 15. Okay? Remember, just 10 days in the last 20 years would have cost you $33,000. Imagine how that money is compounded if you're not dollar cost averaging, that's adding money on a regular basis. Imagine what that's like if you miss more than the 10 best days, right? That wealth gap extremely separates, right? This is what separates those who are going to build wealth and consistently build up their financial freedom and those who don't. Those who are already millionaires right now, including Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, he is buying stocks right now. Right, he is buying stocks right now, but also my other millionaire clients and people that I speak to, they are not afraid right now. They are consistently buying or at least holding on to what they have. I think you should follow suit. I think most of us will want to follow suit. The only exception to this is really those who are 5 years from retirement. If you're looking to retire in the next 5 years, you want to make sure that what we call asset allocation, you want to make sure that that's accurate. What I mean by that, and I'll put this on the screen as well, this is a portfolio that says 97% of the money is in stocks. Okay, that's high. Okay, what you want to do is have your investments match where you are and how close you are to retirement. One way to do this is not the most scientific way, but it's called the rule of 110. You take 110 minus your age, that's going to give you a number. So for me, let's say you're 30. I'm not 30, but I'm just giving you easy numbers here. But you start 110 minus 30 is going to give you 80. That means 80%, not 97. 80% of my money should be in stocks. The rest should be in cash and bonds. It's about 20%. Okay, that should put me in a very, very close spot to where my money should be allocated. Well, if you do this and yours is 97% stocks and you only got 3% in something else, then you are not where you should be, and you should likely make some changes. I would ask you to go and speak to a financial advisor in your area to help you reallocate your portfolio. But if you're not 5 years from retirement, if you're 10 years, 12 years, 30 years, wherever that's going to be, you should likely continue buying and let the process play out. This is the cost of admission for generational wealth. This is the cost of admission for financial freedom. Times like this are not the most fun, but times like this is where the most money is built, and you're not going to see it you may not see it in 2022. It may be 2032 when it really starts to pay off. Go back to 2008. Go back to even 2020, go back to 2002 and 2001 when the market was down. Everybody says, I wish I bought Amazon in 2000, right? I wish I bought Apple or Microsoft back in 2000. When it was cheap, when the market crashed, is that when you wanted to get it? Well, the market is cheap and those stocks are crashing right now. So this could be a similar time, not the exact same, but a similar time where the market is down, where you got a lot of very good companies that are getting beat up left and right, index funds, all that stuff. This is that time to buy and hold. And again, dollar cost averaging, I think, is your best strategy for it. All right, so my name is Kevin Matthews II. I'm an author of From Burning the Blueprint. I am a writer, a financial educator, all of those things. Feel free to like and subscribe. I do videos Monday through Friday. If you are new, brand new videos every single day, Monday through Friday. I do more than 200 videos a year. Okay, so make sure that you subscribe, like. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop those below. All right, that's it for me. I'll talk to y'all later.